Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here at Banknote Trading, where we take a look at the US dollar pairs in the Forex market. Today, we'll start by taking a look at Euro USD on the 4-hour chart. And of course, this month is starting off, just like we said yesterday, in the same trend. Overall swing structure bearish, came back into premium, but only has been consolidating, with this being resistance and this being the support. Prices just continue to consolidate sideways. From Monday, hit the top of this resistance, and seller step back in, started pushing prices back down, and now we're still in the middle of this overall range you see here, waiting to see if any type of momentum picks up in either direction. Could reverse the trend or could continue down, start breaking past these lows, break past this area of demand, and then we're looking at targeting the lows of the overall range. But for now, just consolidating sideways, waiting to see when the trend picks back up. GBP USD, let's go ahead and map out the current range, similar to Euro. Overall swing was bearish, retraced back 100% up to this strong lower high, and prices continued, just not continued, but stalled out. Came back, broke structure to the downside, broke structure back to the upside. Formed this consolidation area, with this being support. This area of demand holding strong somewhat. Buyers pushed out of it, but not significantly, targeting the low of the lower high from the range. Just consolidated, and then let's step back in, pushing prices under these lows, pushing prices under this other demand zone. Now consolidating under here. It broke out of this range. No significant push. It came back down to 50% of this range, premium of the range, but this overall swing structure is bearish, but it came back down here. Buyer step back in. This is still like just consolidating in this area right now. Prices are continuing to push back up into this overall range. So waiting to see if this can continue to push down. Momentum picks up to the downside, looking for a type of selling opportunity, because like I said, overall swing structure is bearish. Even though after this consolidation, you never know which direction it can go in, but only if momentum can pick up. Possibly this gap can be filled. But for right now, since it is just going right back into this consolidation range, just waiting to see any type of breakout, just like with Euro USD, any breakout, possibly targeting the lower high or targeting the lows to continue lower. We briefly go over DXY with the dollar index. Price continued just to consolidate sideways. As you know, he came bullish after this push. It's the high of the range. Price retraced back down to discount, somewhat honoring this trend line that's been forming. But overall, the month starting out, or over the past month, just been consolidating sideways down to discount. Tap into it, tap into premium, tap to into that trend line, then sellers will step back in. Right now, structure is broken to the upside, still just consolidating in this area. No significant push, waiting to see if momentum can pick up in either direction to break out of this this area of consolidation, with this being resistance and this being the support. AUD USD, let's go map out the current range. And of course, it's 4-hour range, with this being the high that broke these previous lows. It's being the lower high from this high. It just did break under these lows, consolidated, then buyer step back in. This has retraced significantly back, not 100% yet. This is the strong lower high from this high, of course. Price retraced back, broke structure to the upside internally, making significant bullish gains internally. Then seller step back in. Now it's on its way back up. As we look to see if buyers can continue to push out of this area of this demand zone. Continue to wait to see if prices can continue to push out of this demand zone. If buyers continue to push past these highs and target this lower high from this previous structure, we're looking at bullish shift. But overall, as you know, I've been saying, with AUD USD, this is just an overall range. So it's not really a trending market until it does start to break out past these highs and start making significant gains. and possibly targeting the highs of this overall range, because as you can see, of course, it's all resistance, and under here is all support. Just basically trading in the middle of the range, even though internally it is, reacting from this demand area, and prices continued possibly making a higher low internally and pushing prices higher. Overall, it's not a trending market, in my opinion, until we do see significant momentum pick up and start checking at these highs. They got this high of this range, and then I'll be possibly looking for any type of buying opportunity once it does make a significant push, targeting the highs of this overall structure. NZD USD. Oh, let's go and map out the current range. It's current 4-hour range. What we were saying, of course, these highs took out the previous lows. This is the low that's formed. Buyer step back in, started breaking structure to the upside. Internal push bullish, and prices reacted to this area of supply, like I said yesterday. And then we had to look out for, I think yesterday I was saying, yeah, even though it reacted from that area of supply, it did retrace back into premium. Looks for perfect opportunity to sell once it does start to break down fractally. So it does make a bearish fractal push. This would bring the opportunity to sell this moment. But then you have to watch out for this area of internal demand. This is what caused prices to that sell before the buy causes could cause prices to go ahead and push even further into premium. So that's the only thing you have to watch out for. But it would have been a quick sell once you saw that this was going to be forming this lower high from this high, and it came back into premium and it reacted from this area of supply. That's a selling opportunity once you see the fractal breakdown. But we're waiting to see, because this looks like it's consolidating right now in this area of internal demand. See if price can reverse from here, continue to push into premium, or if it can start taking out some of these lows and target the lows of the overall range to continue this continue to trend this bear swing, retrace, and continue to swing down. GBP AUD, let's go map out the current range. So we're mapping, of course, we looked previously with this internal structure, bulls pushed price back up toward the strong lower high of overall swing structure range, bearish. And then reacted from this trend line that we've been looking at, came back and then broke structure to the downside, breaking through this area of demand, waiting to see if was going to be any type of retracement. Price just continued. That said yesterday, once it did make this higher, this lower high from this internal lower high from this high, it's a good time to possibly take a sell once it breaks down fractally, just like I was saying with I think NZD USD. Once it does that, you'll see a significant push impulse now to the downside. You have to just watch out for these areas of demand on the left. But price just continued the way the month is starting out. Price continued to push down. I expect to continue to target the lows of the overall range. But of course, be careful for these areas of demand that prices could react from internally. But overall, has been overall swing structure is bearish, internal structure bearish, fractal structure bearish. So everything's lined up. Just gotta be careful when if buyers can step back up from these areas of demand. But would expect this to continue to push and target the lows of the overall range. GBP NZD. Well, let's go and map out the current range. And as we know, price had retraced bullish, making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Almost came up and tapped into this strong lower high. With momentum had continued, but now let's look, like I said before previously, corrective in nature, but sellers are pushing prices back down, forming new areas of supply as prices continue to push down internally. And push down, came back into that area of supply, pushed down. Now this new buy before the sell continues to push prices down. but it is in this area of demand. Always look left. And we're going to see if buyers step back up from this area, see if prices can push higher from here. But overall, swing structure bearish, internal structure bearish. This is a lower high from this high. We're looking for setting opportunity once market structure breaks down. But right now, price is starting to come back into this overall consolidation. If this doesn't continue to push, break past these lows. If it does that, I'm looking at any opportunities to sell, because that means it'll be pushing past, getting some of this liquidity sitting under these lows, push past these demand areas on its way back down. But overall, we're waiting to see if these buyers can continue to push GBP NZD higher, because there's liquidity sitting over these highs, and this does look corrective in nature, but it can continue to push. Looks like momentum push increase slightly, but waiting to see a more significant push, taking out some of these lows if it can continue to push down. But we're waiting to see what decision is going to be made. If momentum can pick up and start taking out the highs, then we'll be looking at targeting the strong lower high of this overall range. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining us.